this game?
Yeah, it was.
There weren't many. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back home. This is already proving to be a very exciting series, especially it's
Yeah.
best of five, right?
Best of 5 semifinals. But
Alright,
don't
so
get too excited about this. We still got tonight too
yeah.
with our second semifinals. Invite the right people. Let's see. Okay, good enough. I'll just give rights. Did I invite you? I don't think so, actually. Did I miss Bohan? Yeah, I did. There we go.
Bohan needs to accept.
Yep, so they switched sides, so it's all good. And people should be joining in. And we want to get this show on the road as fast as possible. As we are at 3 o'clock, and we want to keep it within 5 o'clock. So.
Wait, Bohan, are you here? He's muted. Should we just start?
Yep. Just go.
Okay.
Oh, it's full. Sadly, Bohan will not be able to witness the
Guys,
draft.
what
You're
is
too
this?
slow.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you the draft. It's okay.
You can go watch on the stream, but come on, dude. We're on a time crunch. We gotta be quick.
Okay,
So.
I'll just watch the stream. I'll just watch the stream. You guys go ahead.
You'll
And
probably be
I'll
like a
spectate
minute
video.
behind or something.
No, it's okay. Just leave me. I got this. All right.
Okay. No, I'll be saying the bands anyways because we have to. The first band is Master Yi, as always.
Oh, actually no. Let me do this. I'm actually gonna do this. All right.
Graves banned out. Graves did do pretty well in the first game.
I do not know who this is, but okay.
Jack's banned from the first game as well.
Okay. So, all right. No, this is not working.
This is all about Bohan, top tier commentator.
No. What are you
There's a-
talking about? That was like. Okay.
So everybody was like, "Stop talking about NASA's."
No, guys. It's important to talk about the important things in life, right? And I think back then, the NASA's and the Q stacks were the most important. Just kidding.
Udyr,
Guys, don't take that seriously.
Udyr was banned.
Yeah,
so
but here's the
Ari's
Ari
also-
band too.
All right.
So this is basically last game's bans. Still are some pretty good champions left up.
So, are we expecting a NASA span here or no? No.
I don't think so because Nasus didn't make a large impact last game. If you look at last game.
All right.
he just-
No, actually, now I think of it, that's actually good because that
Oh,
means we have
there's
a
the
chance of
Vi.
seeing another NASA's game, right?
Okay, Vi again. This is exactly like the last game, except
Yeah.
Nautilus spin. So, okay. I hope they don't go Nasus.
And this Twitch is telling us to stop talking about NASA. So, moving on to the draft, we do have the Vi again. Do you think this Vi is going to be as good as one played by Excalibur? You know, those ganks were really crucial towards the winning of the game. So, yeah, hopefully get to see some good plays. Hecarim, potentially.
Hecarim has not been played in like the past.
2
I don't know
years.
how long.
2 years. He
Yeah.
was last seen in season 3. Season 3, I think. They didn't use him season 4.
Looks like Nar is picked. Nar isn't very strong, not a top tier top laner, but I guess he's not the weakest. But he is only a top laner.
All right.
He's the team
Okay.
fighting.
Yo,
But a
that
non.
wasn't me. All right, that wasn't me.
What?
Never mind. Twitch stuff. Okay. All right. Like I think Alex, because you and I both have the same Twitch account, right?
Oh, are you logged into the same one? Yeah, that was me
okay.
though.
I'll log
It doesn't
into
matter.
All right. So I'm like I think I have a 5-second delay, so you guys can take it from here. Yeah, I got stuff to do.
But for draft, it's not bad. The draft isn't bad. You don't need to leave.
Okay.
Anyway, so talking about the
So
draft.
Transcendental functions, guys. You got to do a question on that first.
So they lock in Poppy. Poppy is one of the strongest top laners right now. She's a very good team fighter, very tanky. She has her stun, and yeah.
But against the Snar, I think the Snar will be doing fine against Poppy.
They're both
Hopefully.
very tanky, so these are probably team fighting comps. But they pick up the Alistar. Alistar is one of the
Alistar.
best team fighting.
Do you think we're going to see another AP Alistar, the knockup is doing like so much damage?
AP?
Yeah,
I've
AP
heard of
Alistar.
AD.
AD Alistar?
Well, like, okay, that's a long time ago. I've heard of AD. I've never seen it.
Because I remember we
But,
had an
okay.
AP Alistar
Back
before.
then, the AD Alistar. May I take this time to share some experiences, alright? So, first item, Triforce. Second item, Infinity Edge. And then, ults in, kill, like, one-shot a target, turn around, one-shot the second target, and then get the GTFO, okay? That was like, okay, that was like incredible. Like, I think back in season, it might have been in season 3. You know, they were banning Alistar for like 70% of the time. Alistar was on the ban list because like they had nothing. It was like back then when they had like the Triforce Poppy, right? It's like the same, like unconventional. Usually people who play tanks that like have great like scaling. I think they nerfed Alistar. That's why no one does him anymore. Like they nerfed his headbutt. So basically you can't auto attack while you are headbutting. So that's why no one like builds AD Alistar anymore.
Okay, so
So
now that the
have-
teams are forming, you go. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so they pick up Callista and Azir, and those are both pretty strong picks. Callista has her stun, and Azir just does generally well with his ultimate and his poke.
Yeah.
The other team has a lot of tanks though. In Volibear also, they have 3 tanks already, and they need a lot of damage from their last pick. Vayne does have a lot of damage, hover over Vayne. Jhin, probably not the best pick in this comp.
Yeah, I agree. I'd agree
Could
with
work.
that.
Could
The
work,
main
but,
the main thing is that they can't be a team that groups up too much because you see, if they hit these combos off, it's just going to run wild, you know. Especially with the Callista just jumping back and forth, hitting different targets, and then the Poppy and Vi controlling up everyone, and as you're just dishing out damage. We'll have to see.
And also, Janna plays a huge role in team fights with her ultimate and
Of
her
course, for
knockup.
disengage. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with this Janna, do you think we're going to actually see some aggressive plays using the Monsoon?
I don't think so. I don't think there will be many opportunities to do that because the other team won't be trying to they won't be trying to burst them down. The other team will probably have longer team fights, especially since they picked Jin, because they have
that's
a lot
true.
of tanks.
Yep.
I don't know. The ultimate will probably be used defensively to try to get the tanks off of their carries.
Yeah, for sure. So, you talked about how you didn't really look favorably upon this Jin pick coming from Challenjourz. What would you like to have seen instead for an ADC? The Vayne?
Vayne
Kog'Maw.
would've been-
I think
The
Kog'Maw would have been
Kog'Maw.
really, like, given like you have
Yeah,
the
actually,
Lulu, right?
Kog'Maw would be a really good pick here.
Yeah.
To some minor extent, perhaps Lucian, but then Lucian needs to get close and personal with his targets, so maybe not.
I don't think the
Caitlyn,
Lucian.
maybe? Doubt it. Caitlyn doesn't have damage leaking.
Yeah, Caitlyn doesn't, but I think Vayne or Kog'Maw would have been the best options in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kog'Maw also, if you have a lot of CC, because Kog'Maw doesn't move, and they do have a lot of CC, then you can just, Kog'Maw stands there, and he deals a bunch of damage with his high attack speed, and late game, they basically, like, takes like 2 seconds and he just kills them.
Yeah, but then we have an Azir, right? And Azir is like notorious for diving in, Emperor dividing the tanks and the carries, and then like we also have Callista who can chuck in. I'm assuming Callista chucking the Janna, which then monsoons like that could be a slightly viable. I'm gonna say slightly viable because I doubt that that's gonna actually happen. The Janna will instantly die, but then it could be viable.
It
So what do you
depends
think-
where he throws her in.
Yeah. So what do you think the role of this Jhin will be in the team fights? Do you think it's going to be targeting those frontliners, or like trying to get around to the back line?
Deal damage.
Just deal damage. Okay. Just
Yeah.
to whoever he sees.
I don't
But
think
then-
he's gonna be trying to get to the back line because
Yeah, especially
have
with his
blood
dancing
there.
grenade, right? Bouncing off the front line into the back, doing extra damage. So
Oh,
but-
guys, I'm here.
okay.
Alright, I think I'm here. Wait, I'm not sure. Okay, no, cause like in my screen it shows they're already in game, right? Cause we're having this delay period, and then so I clicked spectate, and now I think League is hacking. Rip.
Okay.
You get too eager, and this is what happens. Oh, I hear the nice dramatic music though, so there we go.
Yeah, we didn't play our IU music before
no.
starting, but doesn't matter.
We'll play it next game. We'll play it next game.
Yeah.
How about this? We only play an IU song after your Hank's team wins, okay? So you have to earn your IU music.
Yeah, there's your motivation, yeah, Hank. Play good on your Vi and you get IU music. Anyways.
So any other things to talk about here in terms of strategy? Like, I mean, it's mostly going to be individual mechanics that leads to outplays rather than the overall team strategy. So I guess we can't really talk about that as I get loaded into the game. Nice.
Yeah, but I think the main thing about, especially for Challenjourz, is that they have to be careful about not getting picked off in this early game because of the Vi. They should know how potent their Vi was last game, and these early pickoffs were really what destroyed Hawaiian girls. Individual mechanics-wise, you can see that Hawaiian girls are better at CSing, because they still had the gold leave, even though there was sometimes, even though the ganks from Vi brought many kills towards Challenjourz. But yeah. So I think it's just be careful of ganks, and they have to be careful about overextending. Warding is very important in this case, extremely for them to have a chance to win. Because the second you get that farm up for the other side, they're just going to go off on the main stage, and yeah.
Alright. So as the teams are getting into the rift, text hashtag just kidding. Alright. But that's what most people do. But anyway, just give us your comments on who do you think is most likely to win. Hashtag Hawaiian girl, please notice me win, or hashtag Challenjourz win, and we will get your results uploaded within no time.
What is this spam in the chat? This is like real Twitch now. Anyways, moving into the game, we have some reconnecting for some reason. Anyways,
yeah, I think Jhin kind of connected late because he wasn't there on the Champions Select screen. And Lollipoppy, nice. Okay, sorry. Brief comment. So we see that Nar's going in for a deep ward. That's gonna help him know the jungler movements for Vi, which is gonna give him lane security. And the other side, mostly defensive wards for the blue team. And then as the chat is complaining about how they're all targeting the jungler.
triple ban
what
jungle
is-
OP.
Well, think about it. Like, if Excalibur can carry with Jax and Vi, I mean Volibear does more damage than Vi, right? His late game, his ultimate, I think it's like the bonus magic damage, that chain lightning, it does more damage than Vi. So certainly you have more potential to carry.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't know if you remember, Bohan, but yesterday we did have some very impressive Gnar plays coming out from the Chicken Head, I believe. On his Gnar.
Yes, indeed. Although I do, the only thing I remember from last game was like, remember that Heimerdinger game? Oh my god.
That game was memorable too, but
that Gnar spent half the game being destroyed, but then. But this should be a more favorable matchup, Gnar versus Poppy. Gnar, with his early game, his rage bar fills up very slowly, so he can certainly poke Poppy, farm at a distance. And that's why right now he has 5 CS to only 2 of Poppy.
Yeah. So just looking at these lanes, which one do you think is the most important to win?
Oh gosh, that Gnar just crit. Oh, nice. Okay.
Anyways.
Most important to win. I would say it has to be the bot lane for both sides, in fact.
Yeah.
If Jin doesn't have enough damage, it doesn't matter how tanky the tank lines are, you know, you're never going to be able to get the time to finish off the other team fast enough, right?
That's true.
So Jin needs to win. That's why I'm expecting Volibear to do some early ganks.
A bit of lag there. Anyways,
on the other side, you need Kalista, because okay, theoretically it's incorrect. Both Azir and Kalista need to carry because they're both great at taking down tanks. But Kalista in particular, right? Late game, the shot she does disproportionate amounts of damage to tanks. So if she starts falling behind, then the tank line would truly be unkillable, right? So that's why we're gonna have to look at the carry lanes. The top lane, I don't really mind as much. Nara and Poppy aren't those exactly who capitalize off the kills. They build like HP and defense stats, so not a huge deal. Jungling, not a big deal either. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking right now.
But it's gonna be kind of important. I mean, not as important as bot lane and mid for Azir. But it's gonna be important that Poppy does get sort of tanky because they don't have any other real tanks other than Poppy.
Poppy flashing in.
That might
now the Gnar. Oh, there's the flash and the first blood going to the Gnar, but the Vi is rotating in.
Notice, by the way,
and dodges the stun.
That Gnar
and Gnar should be going down.
Damage. I'm actually gonna have to look at this Gnar right now. I swear he has crit chance. How do you look at his stats, Alex?
Click on them and press C.
All right, there we go. So, 4% crit chance, guys. That's your. So I'm assuming this is gonna be a back cleaver frozen mallet Gnar, not the typical like full tank Gnar. Well, that's not typical either. Sorry about that.
Okay, but otherwise pretty equal for both sides of the team. Both teams, yeah.
First,
we're looking for another intense match.
Right. So let's just take this time. Blue team is Hawaiian Girls, Please Notice Me, and red team will be the Challenjourz.
Yeah. Right now, though, Alistar quite low, somewhat low on mana. Same with Kalista. So
it's important to track their pots, how many HP pots they have.
Right now we have a Vi gank. Oh, but the flash dodges as well as the Alistar pushback. And there's the flash onto the Jhin, and will be taken out by the Kalista. And the tower doing a lot of damage to this Janna.
So this is
in the end,
really important for the red team because Jhin needs to farm and he needs to get a lot of damage. So if he goes down early, then it's going to be kind of hard for there to be any damage dealers. Like Lulu has slow.
Gnar needs to be careful against this Poppy. Poppy going in after the Gnar might be taken down, and there's your kill.
So I'm not really as concerned over the top lane kill. Like Poppy damage becomes 0 late game, especially to tanky Gnar. It's actually Gnar that starts smashing over Poppy, but I'm actually curious why Volibear is not paying more attention to bot lane. As Rohi said, that Jhin, for Jhin to get farm and kills is so important. You can't really afford dying early and losing a bunch of CS, right? So, well, I guess Volibear wants to go for his carry too. Remember, guys, this is the previous Jax Master Yi plus Vi carry, so I guess farming your camps is also pretty important. But I still feel that he should have spent at least some more time in the bot lane, providing pressure, ganks, making sure that Jhin can scale up into late game.
And I feel like the Kalista could have done more because she didn't push the wave correctly. If she pushed the wave correctly, she could have prevented Jhin from getting a lot of CS and just gave it all to turret. But she didn't.
Yeah.
And ends up Jhin, she has the same CS as her.
Yeah, I think she pushed it right before the turret range, so the turret couldn't actually take down the minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I actually think that Jhin farming is somewhat cancerous, mostly because he fires so slowly, right? I don't know. As Nara and Poppy do it. Oh, nice!
Pushing each other back and forth, but the Poppy is much lower at this moment, and that should be a return kill for the Gnar.
So as you can see, top lane is this time, top lane is more like a back and forth thing.
Back and forth.
I think neither side really loses much from the process.
Vi, though, looking to go in on the Gnar. We'll regret it after a few seconds.
Remember, guys, that is a Gnar with a 4% crit chance. You don't want to take your chances with that.
Oh, Alistar jumping on two-man stun.
Into the blind.
But there won't be enough damage to finish off everyone.
4 shot onto Janna. Okay.
Ooh, but instead they're turning around. It
Yeah,
seems. And
Jin
the
is
Janna's gonna
crazy.
take
Oh,
the
no.
trap.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
this
exhaust
is.
burns.
Oh, but
nice,
the
nice.
whirlwind
Interruption.
cancels. Oh, here comes the TP.
From the Nar.
And the Nar's gonna
and
pick
then
up.
from the Lulu.
Oh, Lulu's gonna pick
But
up the
the
kill.
Zero
Sorry.
almost
Lulu
oh,
TP.
no,
Here's the
he's-
volley bear.
Very
Oh, there's the
nice. That was a
pushback though.
brilliant
Oh,
effort to
and double
Double
kill
kill.
coming for the Zir on the
Meanwhile,
2
top
low
lane.
champs in the
Top
back.
lane. Poppy is beating up this Nar. Oh, never mind. Nar disengaged. But I think the main action here wasn't bot lane. That Azir was the
Vi
MVP
coming
that
in
fight.
for
Oh,
another
no,
kill. There's the knock up.
No, too much
Lulu
disengaged.
seems to be okay. The
As- oh
the
my
volley bear's
gosh,
still
that
trying to
volley
go
bear
in,
damage.
but
Yeah.
they'll just give up.
Anything past this isn't very important if they get a couple kills.
Oh, you-
Dealing much damage.
Alright.
picking up.
So I
Volley
think
bear gets tankier. He can do it in early fights.
Azir, what he did there was he dived in. Empress divided. Like I think he did. So you know when Volibear did his toss back, he divided Volibear before he could toss. I think it was Janna back. So basically, split up the entire team. Vid both of his sand soldiers right where they were. It took like 2 auto attacks and he got like a double kill. So that was pretty
Yeah.
impressive.
Very good. Oh, and the miss of the deadly flourish from the Jin. It looks like they want to go on this
But it's still
Callista.
gonna
They have a
hit.
lot of
Oh,
damage, but
doesn't
it's
have
not
full
enough.
shot. No, that 4 shot wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't
I don't
enough.
think so. Yeah, see, that's something that's so frustrating about Jin is that like you get him down to 100 HP and then you realize
wait, the
shit,
Jin
I need
all-
to reload.
Go,
This is
trying to
pretty
go
bad.
for the Callista, but misses.
I know, out of range.
No, he was in range. You just dodged him.
Oh wait,
They
I thought
hit
he only
the-
fired 2 shots though. I
Fired
swear
2
he
shots,
fired
one
2
of them hit Janna, from what I saw.
No.
One of them hit
Right,
Janna.
No, he only fired some of his shots because like the
Yeah.
cooldowns disproportionately high. No, he's on like a 100% cooldown for 120-second cooldown. So I think like he didn't fire at least 1 shot.
Yeah.
Oh, as Nar dives for Poppy, and that is
That is a quick kill
yeah.
for Nar again. So Nar right now sitting at 3-2-0 compared to
But
the
guys-
Poppy,
Jin
who's at 1-3-1.
0-2-1. That is the issue here. Nar is getting some solo top lane kills, which is nice. Volibear is keeping up his farm. That's good. But Jin isn't getting the farm he needs to carry the game. Lulu does minimal magical damage, so we're gonna have to see how that turns out. Like, I mean, the kill went to Lulu, right? It's not bad, but yeah, the bot lane still needs to step it up for D Challenjourz.
Of course, could just but in terms of CS, they are equal 70-70 right now, so
True.
decently okay.
Only issue I see with that one is that Callista has a kill.
Yeah.
Good thing
So-
about Jin versus Callista is that Jin wins trades if
Oh, there's the 2-man
that's
hit,
not-
and there's the
nice.
stun onto the Callista, but nothing more out of that.
Alright, yeah. So let's look at the gold chart. Oh, dead even. Nothing much to say there. From CS chart, it's pretty much even too.
Oh, here's the Vi. The Alistar went in, but now the Vi's ganking at the same time. Mistakes made by the Alistar. Knock up,
Alistar has his
change each
unbreakable.
other.
I think
But
was
the
that
Alistar
unbreakable? Yeah,
looks
unbreakable.
as if he will be
No, no.
okay.
No.
No, he will not be
Oh,
able to
gosh.
make it out.
Did
But
he
the Vi
like-
taking some tower hits.
No,
Oh, here
but
comes
this
the rest
might
of the
be a double
team.
kill in return,
And
though.
there's the
And there we
monsoon
go.
wasn't
Jin
enough.
gets his
Here
first
comes the
kill.
ulti and the
Jin gets-
slow. The critical
Oh,
slow is all he
second kill.
needs. And there you go, picking up the Janna. The Deadly
gosh,
Flare
Jin
starting.
gets a kill.
The
Oh, yes.
Callista under tower. Very nicely done from the Jin. Getting those
so
crucial.
I think that team fight was so
slows.
crucial. Not only was it a
Very
huge
crucial.
throw by I think what Hawaiian girls there did there was that they took way too long killing the Alistar, right?
That's true.
So
It took way
you know,
too long.
like Alistar practically stayed alive for the entire duration of his unbreakable rule. Meanwhile, it gave time
Yeah.
for the other team members to rotate down,
Yeah.
and vitally they were able to secure 2 kills on Jin, and that's huge.
That's huge.
Not
But
only
I
does
think the
Jin
main
get
thing.
2
Oh,
kills?
sorry. Yeah, Jingo.
Not only does Jin get 2 kills, they also managed to pick up the first dragon. And it's
Yeah.
pretty early on. Usually we don't see dragons until like
Nar-
15-ish minutes.
Going against Poppy at the same time, but they're both pretty low.
One more
Vi is
boomerang,
going
one
to
more-
gank.
Oh no, Poppy! What on earth is that? Alright, so Poppy pulls the
That was an
disengage button, the same time, Vi jumps in for the engage. Alright, nice. So I think...
But it-
okay, let's go.
The cooldown for the ulti is very low if she doesn't actually throw it.
Oh.
She'll have it back soon.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's like, wait. So...
Oh wait, Alistar ganking this Azir right now, and the knock-up, pushing him over, but the Lulu's not close enough, and they don't have enough follow-up.
Wait,
Yeah.
Loki, I think that was a 20-second cooldown if she didn't hit it, right?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Alright, I did not know that. Apologies. That probably didn't mean much though. I mean, it drew via, but
Yeah.
anyway. What were you gonna say?
Who? Me? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
just take it. Anyway, so you know how with that fight bottom, I think the main thing was, as Janna did her whirlwind, the Vi went for the punch at the same time, so they just didn't chain their stuns that well, and then it just allowed them to keep running and running and running, and then yeah,
Alright. It's important to time your CCs, right? Because
that's
the
true.
vault break. Oh my gosh! I feel like this is like the 10th time we've seen this, right? Alistar headbutts
Ooh.
and does damage to
Going
Kalista.
in right now. Here
But
comes the
that
Vi.
is a-
Though the Azir rotated too, and this should and then TP coming in as well. Never mind.
And that
should be
Alistar's
enough to
down
get the
too.
kill,
Yeah,
though.
he's done. He's done.
And there you go.
They were focusing the Alistar, but halfway into the fight, they realized they're doing the same thing as before. Then they
Yeah.
changed onto the
Jhin.
The Jhin.
ADC, yeah.
Jhin went down in like a couple seconds as Vi came in, and then after that, it's easy to take down the Alistar if there's no damage.
Right.
In the meantime, you have the top taking this tower down.
Meanwhile,
So-
Vi steals the blue buff, right? So it's
That should be a tower down there.
But I think like that fight started out almost the same way as every other fight. It was like Alistar headbutting in, getting the mark for Jhin to root Kalista, and it would have gone good had Vi not rotated down, right? So
Yeah,
good rotation by the
Vi.
Hawaiian Gross to get another kill on Jhin, who is actually right now. Jhin is right now building Boots of Swiftness with Alacrity, right? So he really wants movement speed. That is.
And here's a Rift
he
Herald.
invested, I think, like.
And it looks like before the Rift Herald, Kalista actually pushed the wave correctly, and Jhin missed a wave of CS. So now he's even further down on.
Oh, but right now the Vi getting caught out from the Gnar, and that should be an easy pickoff. Instead, they're chasing over the
Oh,
flash.
nice,
Oh, the
nice.
pullback.
Oh,
And it's
the-
not enough, and this should be the Zir going down as well. Ooh.
Like I think we keep forgetting how large that Gnar radius is. I think he Gnarred as well as Zir was beside him and still. Oh my god, that was insane.
Good plays coming out from both teams so far. Very exciting match, gotta agree.
Oh
Anyways.
my gosh, can you sound I think like the problem with Jhin right now is he still doesn't have his Infinity Edge. He has the components to it, missing the crit strike chance, and the fight on him. Like, is it usual for Jhin players to build so much movement speed? Like he just built 80 plus 80 movement speed. That's like a 2,000 gold expenditure or something like that.
That's sort of odd. A while back, this Boots of Swiftness were really OP because they were really cheap, and every champion bought them like a couple patches ago. But then they got nerfed and they cost more now. I don't know. Maybe he hasn't changed from that old meta. This player, because now nobody buys them unless you're like on a movement speed champ like Udyr.
I mean, general mobility is really important as it prevents him from getting caught out too often, right? Look how fast he is. But then you're against.
Here comes the Vi on the Jhin, and the knock-up should be enough to. Oh, but he does get to flash away, and now they can only target the Alistar. Trying to go for the Alistar, but the Gnar's here too. The Jhin ulti in the back. Oh, but the Monsoon pushes the Alistar away.
He's out of range.
But the Kalista should be able to finish. At the same time, the Gnar is able to kill off the Vi, but the Vi gets picked off from.
Gnar before he dies, so that's a secure kill on the Azir.
There's the Poppy running back in.
Late TP. Poppy late TP.
The Jhin is still alive though, and Poppy duking it out against this volley bear. Oh, but
nice.
the
Force the slash. Force the flash.
force the flash. Oh, but they almost all
They
get
don't
caught
have a
by that
front line.
tornado. But
Yeah,
this,
no. They
the
don't have a
Lulu
back line.
ult on the volley bear should be enough to finish. And they keep chasing, but ooh,
No, volley bear
shield
passive.
coming out in time.
Volley bear is passive. They can keep chasing.
Yeah.
He just needs to get one hit on the Kalista, and then Jhin can root.
But it looks like she's taking way too much damage.
The hits
Oh,
up, the hits up.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
there's
then the
root,
stun
there's
from the
root.
Jhin. And there's the root, and there's the kill. 3-man knock-up, though, from the Janna. But it seems like the teams will disengage.
See,
now.
there we go.
But
So
the Jin
there we
looks
go.
like he still wants to go in.
No. Read the chat. So Sharad is saying that you buy boots so that you don't die. Like exactly right. That's what I was thinking too. But then like you buy boots plus alacrity. That's pretty intense, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not questioning this.
Seems like a waste of money at this point in the game. Maybe later on. But it's kind of expensive, especially since he hasn't built an item yet, and he's already completed his boots with.
Well, no, I think he's got his IE now, so now he's good. Now he should be good.
Now he is, but like 10 minutes ago he wasn't.
Yeah, that team fight was pretty important.
Yeah.
As
A couple minutes ago.
But they did get the Gnar, which has the highest net worth actually in the game, I believe. Yeah.
Oh,
highest
like
net worth.
honestly, I don't think so. Gnar really matters in terms of carry potential here.
He does have the most.
Ooh, wait, the
Does have the most
Volibear
gold?
wants to do the dragon, but I don't think. Yeah, he knows. Never mind. There's other people around.
Like I
So they just
think
take the
last
stun.
game was indicative of what will happen late game. Volibear and Gnar will just tank will tank all the shots that frontline can give, while Jin does slow damage from the backside, right?
Yeah.
Gnar is building into his frozen mana right now. So actually, yeah, Gnar would do quite a lot of damage if he got his if he was allowed to get his hits on the other team while in his mini form, and then actually get a perfect mega form. That's pretty rare to see. Mostly Gnars just join the fight like in whatever form they are, and just and then hope that they are in the right form later on.
Yeah, that's true. So this Gnar is also split pushing top while the rest of the team's mid. And we have an engage on the Alistar.
That is not the
So
person
taking
you
the
wanna
4-man knockup, I think it was.
And
The Alistar's
That's a
super big
huge
right now.
Alistar.
Oh, but the Lulu does get shut down right now. The Jin all trying to pick off the Poppy, but is not able to.
Yeah, but guys, the
The
front line is still
Volibear is
standing
so
strong.
big.
Front line
Gnar
is
is
still
rotating
standing
in. I think this will be the end for the team.
strong.
Gnar
Oh,
chasing after
gosh.
the Janna, while the Volibear is chasing after the Vi. Gnar was able to pick up the Janna, rotating down, trying to get the Vi. Oh, Mega Gnar,
yeah.
there you go.
The
And
Vi's done.
I think that's the death
Oh,
of Vi.
finishes it off with a Gnar. Nice. So I think what we saw there, Alex, was how Challenjourz wanted their team to go.
Yeah.
Do you see how long their frontline lasted? Okay, so they initiated on Alistar, which was like, in my opinion, a really shady target you want to initiate on, right?
That's true.
They initiated on Alistar who had his ultimate. So what Alistar did was he ulted and then dived right in, and then that provided like as the Alistar is
So
my
close
God.
to getting executed too. A rookie
So,
mistake almost by the Alistar.
That was like my type of elo mistakes. Anyway, so as I was saying, like that Volibear managed to stay up so long thanks to his passive. Well, no, it was on cooldown, right? But sorry about that. But he still managed to stay alive for so long that Jin was able to get all the damage he needed. And this was a fight where Gnar joined.
Oh, but the Gnar melts the Zir in the meantime.
Oh,
Volibear
yeah,
still on the front, but should be taken down soon. Gnar just trying to clean up house.
A path to the front line.
And there's Gnar. Gnar is taken down, and now the
Guys,
Jin will be
front line
going
is
down.
Front line
The
is down.
Lulu is
Front line down.
taken
That's
out.
that's-
But then, taking out the Vi first, Jin is able to get 1 kill in return. But that is it.
So I think that is what happens when your front line is not positioned to protect your carries. Alistar, I think, was like he was across the map during that time, so he wasn't there. He had his ultimate. He could have joined in, but he wasn't in range.
They were
So I
also
think that's
quite
what happened.
low. They weren't full HP. I think they were like half or something like that.
Yeah, and then also, guys, that was with Azir getting melted by Nard before the fight even started, right?
Yeah.
So you can see that Kalista alone has the damage to sweep the team fight only if the tank line isn't strong enough to like block her attacks. As
Yeah.
what does that say?
But Volibear, the Kalista though
Oliver solo Kalista? No, that's not gonna happen.
should be able to get away. And he's just taunting now.
Let's take some time to look at the builds.
Oh, Gnar going on the Azir. Oh, a lot of
yeah.
damage on that Azir.
Oh,
And the Lulu
gosh.
takes the kill. Chasing after the Poppy now. Mega Gnar's
Guys,
popped.
Take some time to recognize
Oh,
that this is a Nar with 4% crit chance.
But the tornado should stop the rest of the chase.
if Nara gets 25 auto attacks, there's a probability that one of them will crit.
Exactly. But since we all know that this Nars RNG god, he gets 3 consecutive. That's how it's gonna work.
That's how it's gonna work, yeah.
But actually, Nar has he has the typical semi-aggressive build.
Gonna
looking at the build-
spot out this Vi, probably? No.
Nara is building really.
No. Vi has
Seems like they're gonna go for Baron.
No, Vault Breaker. Vi is Vault Breaker.
One-man Baron.
So-
No way, right?
So-
Okay. Never mind, they're giving up on the Baron.
Looks
Bait,
like
perhaps?
Oh,
Did
they
you
see the
see
rest
that
of the teams
crit?
coming.
That was a 297.
Oh,
As Nar
Nar
jumps
just
into the
walks
fire.
into the team, and
no one
he's
doing
getting.
damage.
Oh, there's the Mega Nar, and it should be
Oh, he's
good.
still
Oh,
alive.
he's still alive, so
He is
big.
still
But in the
alive.
meantime, Jin, I think it is. Sorry, Lulu getting killed by the Callista, and Jin duking it out against the Callista, and if he gets the last hit, oh no! In the
Oh,
bushes, no
Reloading
vision,
time.
and he couldn't reload in time.
So,
That was an ace.
Look,
Yeah.
that team started out with Nar getting caught, but there was a period in this time where I swore that Challenjourz had it. I thought they were leading in that team fight, but then I'm not sure if I'll run it again. But it seems like that the team oh sorry about this. Hawaiian girls actually died for the Jin while the entire tank line was fighting the back line on the other side. So with Jin occupied, the back line.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
So this is basically what happened. So they, Nar walks right into the entire team, and then he gets stunned, and obviously Lulu ultis him, and then he lives for the bit. And then the team fight gets split into two. You have Callista, who chases down the Lulu, takes him out. Huh?
Like, you want to do a replay of that then? You want to do a replay of that?
I'm
There's
explaining
nothing
it right
happening Like, you want to do a replay of that? Like, because
Okay.
nothing's going on right now.
Okay,
You want to pull
jump
a
back.
replay?
We'll jump back a bit. A bit more. There we go.
Okay, I'll alert you to come back if anything important happens. I'm in live right now, but you should pull a replay.
Yeah, okay. So, let's see. So, right now we have the Nar walking right into the team, and then he's just getting targeted, and then he's so low. But then the Alistar jumps in only on the Janna, though, and Janna's
Azir just
ulti
got
pushes
killed.
him to the sides. So then you have most of the team fighting against these three, while you have Callista picking off the Jin in the back. Nar is still alive, actually, at this point. And then
Isn't this
no
kinda
one's
significant?
hitting the...
Guys,
Yeah.
there's things like going on.
Come back to live now.
Okay.
You should probably come back to live now. Yeah.
So going
This
back
is
to
going on.
live, we see that Challenjourz are actually in the win, with Jin just slowing down the Vi, able to
No,
pick
no,
him
no,
off.
no, Alex. So Azir got caught, and then from then that point on, it was just Challenjourz muscling their way. Nothing really impressive happening. It was just Azir got caught by the combo, and then after he went down, everyone else they kind of
Everyone else
collapsed. But
just
I think
collapsed.
yeah.
Yeah, but like just comparing the two team fights, you see that the second that Challenjourz gets to engage on, they usually win the team fight, and it's just more organized. But then they got split where they're in that one where they lost, where the ADC
This
was
is a bait.
off the
This is
side,
a bait for Poppy.
Oh, bait.
And,
And the-
whoa,
Poppy
Roby,
pulled back, and this should be a
that
kill.
Poppy was so squishy.
The Poppy doesn't have much, many
That
items.
was
It
a
has
2,000 HP Poppy. That's like, at 26 minutes in, that's practically unheard of. Okay, that's why she was building like mostly armor magic resist and not
Yeah.
HP. But
But also the thing
think
is,
she's-
she got shut down quite heavily during the beginning by the Nar, right?
oh yeah, she did.
So
there's a 3,000 gold difference between the Poppy and the Gnar. But
yeah,
the thing is, they really need a frontline blue team, because even if Callista does have a decent amount of damage now there isn't much of a frontline. They kind of have to rely on Janna to push the other team around using her ultimate and her
yeah.
knockups to get some reliable damage, and Vi with her stun. But even so, for long team fights, anything that lasts more than 10 seconds, they're probably at a disadvantage.
I meant Vi builds the warrior for her warrior enchant for her jungler item, and also with the black cleaver, so she isn't really tanky either, right? So, I actually thought that maybe if she went full tank and died for Jin instead, this team comp would have worked better. Because I think Callista herself provides more than enough damage.
Yeah.
So people just backing now. The Nar trying to cancel as many as he can. Oh, but it was clearly a bait, as now they're going on the Nar. And Nar is
Yeah.
almost dead. But the Lulu
But who baited
ulti will
who
be
though? That's
helpful.
the big question. Right?
Oh, the Gnar melts the Vi in the meantime. Gnar
Looks like
trying to chase after the
he's gonna-
Poppy, and this team fight's all over the place. But yeah,
You
Yeah,
got
that
that's the end of
Poppy,
it.
that Poppy is really not tanky at all. That's only barely 2,000 HP.
oh, is this a glitch? The
What?
I can still see the Azir tower, but it says 0 HP, so it's weird.
What? No, I wait. What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, yeah, that's a glitch. I don't know. I don't see my.
Let's see his
my-
Azir tower.
yeah, I think it's just your screen, Alex.
Yeah, it's just my screen then.
Yeah, there we go, Alex. Get your screen under control.
And there should
So
be another
there
tower.
we go. The objectives are being taken. We
Volibear
actually
is
have
still
not
pushing
seen a
forward.
Baron yet this game.
Yeah.
Actually, all of these games have been fairly long, slow-paced games. So
Long and intense.
actually, yeah, I was gonna say I take back the word slow-paced. Just long.
Just
tossing
long
game.
and intense.
I think Alex, we should give actually no. I was gonna say give a 10-minute IU break, but then I guess
We have a
it's,
time limit to run.
yeah, time
yeah.
limit, right?
We still want time to eat lunch before the next semifinal starts at 6 o'clock. So yeah.
As I say this, yeah.
Alright, sorry,
I
eat dinner.
I'm getting a little hungry too. But anyway, back to the casting. Let's
Okay,
take a look at the builds. that
So
are
if you look at the
going on.
builds, it looks like Alistar did not build AP like I was hoping.
Oh my gosh, Rogi, come on.
He actually built tank. Doesn't have very many items. Janna went standard items. Callista is going standard items as well.
Why were you hoping for AP Alistar? Oh my gosh.
You guys
Bro-
did say
Yeah, Bohan, I don't know if you remember, but we had that one support Alistar with AP. The
that
knockup.
260 AP.
Yeah.
But that knockup did like 400. Oh gosh, it's Volibear again.
Volibear caught out by the entire team right now, and there comes the
Right.
Mega Gnar, but the Monsoon pushing him back, and it allows for the disengage for the
Oh,
most part.
nice.
And now
And
on the
for
second
the
hand,
line.
the second part of the
And
team
for the
is coming.
back line.
Here's the ulti coming
line
from
is
the
falling.
Jhin, and finishes off the Janna. Poppy in the middle trying to pick off this Volibear, but he's just too tanky and he won't be able to. In the meantime, Vi is just recalling out. But maybe this Poppy leads him to the Vi. Very dangerous. Oh, he will turn away, so they won't go after him.
No, she's delaying.
But this
she's
should be
delaying.
the Poppy should be going down.
She's delaying. This might be game. I'm not sure though. Death timers are still. No, this is game. This game.
this is game.
This is
Yeah,
probably game.
that one.
Yeah.
Death timers are too large.
Like I was saying, if that
The Vi is still doing a lot of damage.
No. This is not my.
Yeah,
This
she
might
won't be
not
taken
be.
down.
That you hang delayed for quite. Nah, this is still game.
This should be
Trying to
game
judge.
now.
Trying to judge. Here's
And
Callista's
that's GG.
respawning right now, right? Callista and Azir are respawning right now, but yeah,
It
it's
won't
too
be
late.
enough.
GG.
Yeah, it's GG.
So this is the Challenjourz taking their second victory.
Yeah.
This is 2-1 right now, and we will be heading to game 4 shortly.
Need one more win.
4D
Best of five.
challengers, or we might going to a game 5.